Hey guys, it is now book time. I hope you had lots of fun finishing up your activity earlier. So, in the spirit of reading books with amazing illustrations in them and books that have received the Caldecott Medal, I brought out another book that you might recognize because we had it in our book area for a few weeks now. I don't think that we have read it all together in our small groups yet, so I thought today would be the perfect day since we're focusing on illustrations. If you do remember this book, you'll remember that it is a picture book, meaning that the story is told with only pictures. So you have to try to figure out what you think the story is about. Or maybe what I will do is think out loud about what I see happening on the page and trying to imagine what the author might be trying to tell us about the story. So I want to go ahead and start with the title, Tuesday. And the author and the illustrator this time is David Wiesner, right here. What is this part of the book called? Yep, the back cover. Nice job remembering. So I'm going to go ahead and open to the first page. Let's see, this is a giant book. Here's our first illustration. Tuesday. Here's one of the few words. Tuesday evening around 8. In this picture I see maybe a pond of some kind. It looks like there's a turtle sitting on top of a log right here. And it looks like the sun is setting, so it's almost going to be nighttime. Oh my goodness! I see it looked like frogs or toads maybe, and it looks like they're flying on lily pads. And look at the turtle's face. I see what appears to be lots of flying toads. This is probably one of the craziest books I've ever read. Looks like they're flying around all through the sky, and there's some birds sitting on this electricity wires watching them. I wonder what they're thinking. In this picture, I see them a little bit more close up on their lily pads, and it looks like they're arriving near some houses. Maybe they're in a neighborhood. What if someone sees them? Oh. 11:12 p.m. Ooh, that's really, really late. What's happening here? It looks like there's a man in his kitchen and he's eating some kind of a sandwich. My guess is peanut butter jelly sandwich because that's what I would be staying up eating if I was him. And I see that he's drinking some milk with it, so that makes some sense. And look out the window. He hasn't noticed yet. But it does look like he maybe is sensing something is different out there. Oh my goodness. It looks like here they are, like they're flying. And they got caught in the clothesline outside. And this little guy got all wrapped up in some sheets. What do you think is going on in this page? Yeah, I see that. It looks like he's wearing a sheet or like a pillowcase, kind of like a cape. Oh no, do you see what I'm seeing on this page? Yep, it looks like they might be entering the house now. Look at this. Oh my goodness. There looks like there is an old woman sitting down in the living room, maybe watching some TV. I think the TV's on because it looks like there's some light coming out from there. And oh my goodness, look at that. He's got the remote in his hand. And it looks like the lady's fast asleep because she hasn't noticed them yet. I wonder what they're watching. Oh. "4:38 a.m. Ooh, that is really, really, really early in the morning before you wake up for school, before I wake up for school. And look what is going on outside. It looks like they ran into the family dog. Do you think the dog's gonna catch them? Ooh, I don't think so. Now the dog's running away from them. Oh man, it looks like, look at the dog's face. To me, it seems like he's probably thinking, big mistake, dog. Should not have chased them. Look at this page. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. They're all over the roof and in the trees. Where else do you think they could be? What do you see happening over here? It looks like now they are in a field of some kind. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be grass or maybe they're growing some type of crops or plants for us. And then now I see a small body of water. I wonder if that's their home where they were at the very beginning of the book. Do you remember? Let's see. Uh-oh, looks like trouble. What do you think's happening here, guys? I know, I think there might be some trouble. It looks like there is an ambulance. These look like police vehicles. Ooh, on this side, it looks like this man is maybe a detective. Looks like he's doing some investigations and he might have found some lily pads on the floor. He's scratching his chin like this. Maybe he's saying, very suspicious. I wonder what these lily pads are doing here. Next Tuesday, 7:58 p.m. So it's been one whole week since the flying frogs came out. And now, what do you see? I see some shadows. This animal appears to be a little bit larger than the frog. And right here, poking out the side of the house, it looks like a little twisty pink tail. What do you think it is, guys? Did the illustrator give you enough clues? It's not flying frogs. What is it? Flying pigs. That is insane, guys. What do you think about that? And that is it. This is our last page. So that means that the book is over. I'm going to close my book. This is what is on the back cover. Now, a few questions that I would like you to think of now that you've read through this story, through the book titled Tuesday. Why do you think that judges chose to award this book with the Caldecott Medal? Remember, the Caldecott Medal goes to illustrators and their book. People who win the Caldecott Medal usually have very, very different and interesting illustrations or drawings. And most of the time, from what I've seen, the books that have a Caldecott Medal are usually wordless books. That means they don't have any words, or they have very, very, very little words. And the story is told only through the pictures. So why do you think this book got the Caldecott Medal? What do you think will happen next after seeing the last page with the flying pigs? Do you think the same thing will happen as did with the flying frogs? Do you think the police will catch them? And how do you know what is happening even though there are no words? Yeah, well, we have this amazing thing called our imagination. So when we look at pictures, our brain starts to think and it's telling us, well, maybe this is happening, or maybe this is happening. When I read this book, I look at the different pictures and I try to tell a story myself, and I try to make up my own story. As a super fun bonus activity, you can rip a few pages out of your journal, get some crayons or markers, any writing tools, and you can make your own wordless book. If you do decide to make a wordless book, please send me a picture or a video of your outcome so I can try to read your stories. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day.